Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, I'm Lorraine. I'm mum of 3 to 4 nearly 5-year-old Penelope, Primrose, who was sadly stillborn in December 2017 at 34 plus 4 weeks, and we had a surprise third pregnancy of our baby son Teddy, who is just turned 6 months old. So what I'm going to be talking about today is some realistic newborn essentials after a loss and how that all kind of worked out, because with Penelope we had the nursery ready by like 18 weeks, everything ready to go, hospital bags, the lot, and we literally bought everything, every single thing imaginable for a newborn baby, and honestly we didn't use half of it. With Primrose, because we were having another girl, everything would work out brilliantly, because obviously we had all this girl stuff. We had a pink buggy, we had a pink baby bath, we had everything imaginable but in pink. So when I found out Prim was a girl, it was like, oh, fantastic, we've got everything we need. Her nursery wasn't ready because if you watch my channel for quite a while, we were having renovations done at the time. So her nursery was completely empty, it was being decorated, and in fact her bedroom wall came down at the time that she passed away. We got things like a changing mat, baby towels. We didn't even really need to buy clothes for her because we just were going to reuse all of Penelope's clothes. So things like that. We didn't really get everything because we were focused on the renovations. So to be honest, there wasn't much to sort out after she passed away. And then suddenly, obviously she was gone. So anything we did have, we just kind of put at my mum's house, or we put up in the loft. And then we got pregnant with Teddy, who was a complete surprise. Obviously, after suffering such a loss with Primrose, we were terrified of Teddy's pregnancy. We were terrified to buy things, we were terrified to enjoy the pregnancy, and pretty much up until he was born, I basically said, like, I don't want to buy anything. Let's not buy anything, because it just, you know, what if this happens again? And it was just too scary. Like, I didn't want a baby shower, I didn't want any presents, I didn't want to buy anything myself. I just wanted to get him here safe, and then after he was born we'd just go shopping, get everything we need, because obviously we'd need a new buggy because the buggy was pink, the baby bath was pink, although that doesn't really matter, but clothes were pink, everything. So we would need, you know, I thought a lot of stuff, and I thought it was going to be working out quite pricey. He barely had anything. I think we bought like a bedside crib for co-sleeping. I just basically bought things to pack my hospital bag, and anything else we needed for afterwards I thought I'll get after he's born. And that was my approach. If that's what got me through the pregnancy, then that's what I needed to do. But I was, you know, just holding on to a little bit of hope that everything would be fine, and then I can go out and enjoy actually buying things for him. And then obviously he was born, and all of a sudden I thought, oh my god, we have nothing for him, we have absolutely nothing, we need to go out and buy all this stuff, etc, etc. But that just wasn't the case. Honestly, there is so little that you actually need to bring a baby home for a newborn. I'll be honest, in the stuff that we actually used in the whole newborn stage, we used tons of this stuff. Lanzino nipple cream, because I was breastfeeding, or at least I wanted to give it a really good go, so I used a few bottles of this. I've just kept this one for videos such as this, but I actually don't use it anymore because obviously we're 6 months in. I've bought myself one of these in which I can put his little brush, although he's as bald as a chicken, he's got no hair. But I just bought it, a temperature thing which we had from Penelope, things for nappies, wipes, nappy cream, nappy sacks. I put things like snacks in it, muslin cloths in it, and basically everything I needed, whether I was upstairs or downstairs, was in this little carry caddy. And it was just fantastic. And I've since bought my nana one, who puts all her little bits in it, and I've got a few other family members that would like one as well, just for around the home, because it's so handy. You can just, whether you're going to bed at night, you can bring it upstairs, whether you need to come back down, because when you've got your hands full with a baby, you can't be juggling nipple cream, nappy bags and nappies and wipes and everything. It's such a juggle. So to get this and just to be able to hold it down the stairs, holding my baby safely, was just a breeze, and I recommend them completely. I bought mine off Amazon. It was only a couple of pounds, I think round about £11 to £16, if that. Obviously you need blankets, a must, baby grows, vests. We bought ourselves a co-sleeping crib. I'll link below which one it is, but we used it for, I don't know, a week or two after coming home, and honestly, you may not agree, it's a bit controversial, but we've just had him in our bed for the last 6 months basically, and we do it securely, safely, etc., because we co-slept with Penelope as well. She's actually still sometimes in our bed. We have a big bed, just to put that out there. She sometimes gets in our bed still at nearly 5, which we're working on trying to get her out back into her own room, but it's baby steps. And Teddy is actually in our bed, so, and he sleeps like a dream. It's so easy for breastfeeding. It doesn't interfere with my sleep. His sleep is perfect. He sleeps really well for a baby, I think. Like, he wakes up, he doesn't cry, he latches on, he feeds for a few minutes, and then he turns away and goes back to sleep. Like, it interferes with nobody's sleep, and it just works really well. So for us personally, we wasted money there on getting the co-sleeper. I also bought myself a prep machine afterwards, because I thought, oh, if breastfeeding doesn't work, I'm going to need this on standby, etc, etc. I wasted £100 because breastfeeding, luckily this time, worked out. Another thing I recommend is this. Hold on, let me get it. I also recommend getting yourselves one of these. They come in all shapes, sizes, prices, and everything else like that. This was actually a gift from Reese's parents. It's called the VTech Starlight Sounds Polar Bear, and it's honestly fantastic. At the moment, it doesn't really use the star projector, but we used to just put it on the, turn the lights off. We used to just put it on this setting here, which has like nature sounds and music at the same time. Getting yourself one of these is great for white noise, or you can get apps on your phone, or you can play it on things like Spotify. Another thing that we used loads in the beginning were muslin cloths, like the large ones, and we used to swaddle him up in those when he went to bed, and they were a dream, and they just have so many uses, don't they? They're good for spit up, they're good for laying them down on the sofa to change their bottoms, because let's be honest, who uses changing mats? I bought one this time, and I bought one for upstairs and downstairs, and I just never used them. So I just chucked down a muslin cloth if it was next to me. Covering up when you're breastfeeding, they're really good for that. Everything, just everything. They come in so handy. They're good for little blankets just to put over them. They're good for comfort. Some babies like them as a comfort. Teddy wasn't really into that. A dummy, and I know that's another controversial thing. Some people don't agree with giving a dummy. It's a bit iffy when you're breastfeeding. I think I read that you should wait at least 3 weeks or until the baby has established breastfeeding before you introduce a dummy, because it can cause nipple confusion. And I do think we hit a phase where I introduced the dummy a little bit early, and we did hit that nipple confusion where he wasn't latching on to me properly. So we took away the dummy for a few days, or I think it was around a week, and then we introduced it again once he had established breastfeeding, and we just gave it another go, and it was fine since then. At 6 months on, he both has a dummy and he feeds perfectly well. I don't see anything personally wrong with a dummy. I was actually really surprised having Teddy and realising what you actually need for a baby. I still can't really get over it. He just has the basic stuff. Like, I don't buy him loads of clothes, I just buy what he needs. I don't get him loads of toys. The toys that we have, which actually is quite a lot, is from other people because they buy loads and they get given things. And yeah, they just don't need the stuff that you think they need. There isn't an urgent need to buy everything before the baby is here. You can just put it aside, and then once the baby's born, you can get what you need then. And you know, you might want to buy everything, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people worry when they're pregnant that they have to get everything ready before the baby comes. But honestly, you're wasting so much time being stressed, when really you can just get those few bits after the baby's born, because they actually need very little. After you've had a loss, or if you've been through a stressful pregnancy, or maybe you're just worried that things aren't going to be ready in time, there's really no need to stress. I hope you found that interesting. If you know of any like newborn essentials that you think I could have used or could have done with, or you think that are really good, let me know in the comments below, and I'll go and check them out, because I do find it really interesting what people find essential for a newborn. I'll see you in my next video. I don't know what it's going to be. I still need to film my assumptions video. I know I'm a bit late to the bandwagon, but I think I might film that next. That'll be quite a fun one. And I'll speak to you all soon. I hope you all had a great Easter, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.